Huge W, boys. New World of Tournament is farming huge W's. They just dodged a massive L, and to thank all the players, this is the power of community pushback. Amazon tried to kill an entire region, but they backed down, and it's all because of you. Thank you guys so much for speaking out about this on Reddit, on Discord, on Twitter, and every content creator that covered this. I think this was very important, as we cannot be bullied around. We have to stick together, boys. So thank you guys so much for all coming together and protesting. For those of you who are unaware what this is all about, New World of Tournament wanted to merge the South African servers and Australia basically into a US West server. People were very unhappy about this for obvious reasons, such as ping would have been a massive killer, preventing people from enjoying PvP, which I'm sure most of the people who are still playing this game do enjoy somewhat, and enjoying the combat overall, as combat, let's be real, playing on triple the ping never feels fun or enjoyable for the vast majority of players, unless you're a complete psychopath, which I am. So I like playing on my 100 ping. I wouldn't have it any other way. But another huge problem that a lot of people were concerned about was the dungeons and the raid timers. So you wouldn't be able to get into dungeons or raid timers anyway, since they would be on completely different time zones. So the increase in player numbers wouldn't matter to these people whatsoever, simply because they wouldn't be on at the same time. And it would also be impossible to get into any wars, since the war times would be locked completely when they're at work. It would have been a huge loss for these people who have been loving the game for many years and put so much time, money, and effort into the game just to ruin their experience overall. And now you could have the argument, well, there's not that many people on those servers. Well, there is at least a few hundred, as seen through screenshots and clips. There's definitely somewhat of a player base over there that rallied together, that really did not want to switch servers. So you love to see that type of community engagement and that type of tribalism. I will say one thing that does still suck is the fact that PS5 servers will still be all forced to go to US West. I'm sure this is out of their control, simply because they reverted their other decisions. I am confident to say that's a PS5 decision. You shouldn't be playing on console servers anymore, especially now, since unless you're in the US, you'll be getting absolutely railed by ping. And unless you're a madman, I recommend going to a cross-platform server. I'm not sure what finally broke the camel's back. Was all the community backlash? Was it the people who trying to get refunds on Steam all the time? Who really knows? All I know is that we all came together as a community, and that's the best part. And New World showed a lot of good faith here by reverting their decision. This was definitely not a good financial decision for their company, obviously, since shutting down servers is the best way to save a good chunk of income. And they probably aren't making money off those types of servers anyways. They just kept them up for a good faith to the community, which I love to see. This is not the first time New World's actually listened to its community. I think we're getting up there for a few times now, which is really fun. So they will listen to feedback, and that is something I love about the New World dev team. I don't feel like they get enough appreciation for that. Yes, sometimes they do sussy decisions. Yes, sometimes balancing's a bit questionable, but when the whole community rallies together, New World devs will listen, and that is something you truly want when you are playing a game. You want your devs and your community or your dev overlords to listen to feedback, especially when the vast majority of people think they're going in the wrong direction. That is something I feel like is very important for a game's success, and this does give me more hope for the future of New World. Perhaps when October rolls around here, we're going to get a big update, and the game might be able to keep those player base for a few extra months, their new direction that they are going in. I just want to say thank you guys so much for speaking out once again. If you're new here, like and subscribe. We cover all things New World, a bit of drama here and there, and I'll see you guys down in the sewers. Peace.